Today's question: how do I politely eavesdrop on someone? Now, many people will tell you eavesdropping is wrong. Well, I'm not many people. In fact, I'm so different I will teach you how to do so without them knowing. The first few steps involve earbuds or headphones or, things like that go in your ear. So what you do is, you take them and you put one in your ear. It is the ear that is facing them, so they think you're listening to music. So you turn away and you have your music on low volume, so you can still hear with the other ear. Another thing you could do is put the other earbud in. Don't put the music on and listen to them. Pretend like you're bopping your head to that music, jamming, dancing, but you're just listening to what they're saying right there. Now the next one involves a lot of pretending or acting for us grown folk. What you do is you take a book and you pretend to read this book, when in fact you're only staring at the same words as they say whatever they're saying and you want to know about it, The next one involves your phone. Pretend to be on the phone. Pretend like you're typing in a number. Pretend to put it to your ear. Or put it to your ear, for image sake. Pretend to talk on it. Blah blah. And it could be gibberish, you could say it's a different language and they won't know. And while you're doing so, you can listen to them and even glance over occasionally. Blah blah like that. And the last pretending, acting sort of motif is to pretend that you are asleep. Take your favorite pillow, put it beside you, lay on it, close your eyes. Actually, you probably could talk and or move, because you could claim, once you are awake, that you are a sleepwalker, talker, moaner, anything like that. And while you do so, you can listen to what they are saying. Now, one of my favorite things to do is to freak people out. Yes. And when I say this, take this in stride. You too could freak people out. Act as though you're a special one. Hey, oh. And they just don't know what to do, so they just go on with their conversations, because most people are rude and won't say hi back to you. I'm just saying. So go on with your and just, that's how you can eavesdrop on them. This tip especially applies for if you're sitting in a bus, plane, train, next to a stranger, or close to a group of people. What you could do is look out the window. Look at that landscape. Look and see that it fascinates you. Look at those clouds and birds and oh, it's amazing. But in actuality, we're listening to everything they say. One more tip is to, I guess if you're in, some sort of secret service, spy agency, you could hide behind things. I see it all the time in the movies. They hide behind the pillar, the door, the animal, the person, the bus, everything. But at the same time, it's too simple. You need to change it up a bit. You can't just hide behind something, because eventually someone will find you, and usually it's a big burly man that's ready to kill. This scenario could happen at any time in which you are hungry, just got some food, sat down, and heard a tidbit of an interesting conversation. You want to hear the rest of it. What you do is you take the food, you take a little bit of the food, you put it in the mouth, chew it, eat it. Food, labels, let me read. When in fact, you are listening to what they are saying. You could also just, watch them discreetly. And then go back to, take another. Eating and listening, la la la. Probably shouldn't sing that song because it reveals too much. Do again. So that one's really easy. Anybody can do it. This example comes into play when you are walking behind or, in front of people. So when you're in front of them, all you have to do is walk really slowly, so you can hear everything they say, because they are only maybe a foot or so behind you. Now, when you're behind them, what you do if you're with someone, you speak faintly, so you can hear what they say is amplified because of the way you speak. It's a comparison thing, I guess. In relation, that's what it is. In relation to what they are saying. So, when you like you're whispering what you're saying, what they say will sound like it's on a megaphone, and you cannot miss it in your ears. So yes. So the answers, my dear viewers, were listed above. Rewind if you forgot. Chips are good.